And now we have the first yield optimizer, right? In Milkomeda. Again, many of you have heard about it, about Lemuria before. I'm going to invite this speech presentation of Lemuria is done by John, and later we're going to be joined by Nick.
Hey there, we are Lemuria Finance, a yield optimizer on the Milkomeda blockchain. We let users invest in automatically compound yield across the entire Milkomeda ecosystem from a single dApp. So the problem that we're solving is that there are tons of great yield opportunities across Milkomeda, but typical for EVMs, they're spread out against different dApps. It's great to have decentralized development, but users still need the ease of managing their investments from a single place. Lemuria delivers the solution with investment strategies for the most competitive reward opportunities on Milkomeda. We automatically compound user rewards, allowing simple set it and forget it investing that can all be managed from a single place. What sets us apart from similar services is that our users earn the majority of platform fees. That's how we can offer such competitive yield. To do this, our vaults only take a 4.2% fee from profits. 23% of that is held by the platform as its profit, and the remaining 77% is sent to our user rewards pool in the form of wrapped ADA. Users will be able to stake the Lemur token to claim their share of this WADA. Let's talk about our competitive advantage. For one, we're protocol agnostic. Our dev team can make strategies for any reward opportunity deployed to Milkomeda. This means custom strategies for DEX farms, lending positions on money markets, and margin positions on derivative platforms, just to name a few examples. We can integrate any protocol into our platform so that we become the main entry point to Milkomeda investing. Also, we grow with the entire ecosystem. Lemuria and its users benefit from any project's growth. We're not dependent on any one protocol for success. All of this actually positions us in a place to launch our own financial products as well. Since we know what new EVMs need to grow, we can deploy products that leverage our established brand and distribute rewards through our existing platform. And finally, governance. We have already created new strategies for new farming opportunities that were brought to us as requests from our community, and we're going to continue to deliver investment strategies that have the highest demand. To do all of this, we're going to leverage our experienced team. While we're not publicly doxed at the moment, we are fully doxed to the Milkomeda team. Our core, in addition to having successfully founded a previous DeFi project together, have also worked as devs on DeFi 2.0 protocols across various EVMs. We're very familiar with adding value to a new blockchain in its early days. And recently, we've also hired additional developers with senior level full stack experience. As far as our plans for growth, the great news is that our product is already up and running. People know our system is easy to use, they know they're guaranteed the highest yield, and they also see that as new projects come, we create new opportunities for them. This last part is really key because our service allows users to invest in all of the protocols on Milkomeda. We can be the entry point. And finally, we're able to follow Milkomeda wherever they deploy. They already have the Algorand testnet up and running, and we're ready for any other EVM they deploy next. We're positioned to launch and get in early, get the early market share as Milkomeda executes on its grander vision. Thank you for your attention and taking the time to learn about Lemuria Finance. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to get in touch with the email below.
Perfect. Well, we thanks John, and we invite Nick now, please, to share, open your camera and say hi to everyone. Nick from Lemuria.
Yeah, hello.
And Nico, of course, as the lead of the Q&A. Let's see what the community wants to ask.
Okay, so the first question that we have is, what type of DeFi projects you believe are the most promising?
There's a lot of different answers for that. This first kind of answer, I would say the most promising DeFi project is one that gives value to the users. Not interested, like we, as a general rule, you know, whenever we make a vault or strategy for another project, we look over the code and we make sure that there's nothing shady going on. Or if we think the tokenomics on the project just don't fit the bill, then we're not going to make a strategy for it. So for me, I'd say the first thing is a promising DeFi project brings value to its users, brings value to its token holders. The token isn't just about something that has like high AP, high APR that changes every hour. something with real use. For example, one of the other panelists here, Bruno and the Jet Alliance, that sounds fascinating. I think that's a very promising DeFi project. Maybe it's not exactly DeFi, it's more stablecoin, but it's still a fascinating project.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's super interesting that same startups that are part of the program can connect and even collaborate. Because, for example, I don't know, something like really cool is that even by creating a DAO, a group of people can use Lemuria to maybe give a liquidity to a specific liquidity pool that's in a specific DEX, and one of that pairs is going to be from the Jet Alliance. So it's super interesting that DeFi has this amazing thing that can compose like different primitives and protocol to create something even bigger. And that's one of the things that are like, it's really cool. Okay, so enough about what do I think. So I'm going to continue with the questions. So the next question that we have, what DeFi projects have you already integrated from the Milkomeda ecosystem?
Yeah, so we started with MusuSwap and MilkySwap. So those are both DEX AMMs. And currently we just finished launching boosted strategies for MilkySwaps. MilkySwap has like a very interesting kind of VE boost token system for its liquidity providers. So we took time to look it over and deploy it correctly. And next, we're going to move on to Blueshift, which has its kind of code base. There's a lot of differences with it, but it would be technically like a fork of Balancer. So we'll have those strategies out maybe next week. I'm going to do a little more testing on it. And really, we're ready to deploy anything that comes to Milkomeda. You know, as was said before, like if there's a reward system, we could technically make a automated strategy for it. And you know, just for me, like that's just it's very fun just to kind of get into the code, learn about other projects and see what's going on behind the scenes under the hood, and try to make it an automated system for people to, you know, make more money with. This is like that's one of the coolest things about crypto.
Yeah, exactly. And what else do we have? So for the next question we have, is there any idea of like a DAO to govern Lemuria in the future? What are your thoughts and maybe how it could look like?
So can you say that again?
Yeah, so if there is an idea to have a DAO for the governance of Lemuria, and maybe how it could look like, or your thoughts about it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I mean, XDAO just gave an excellent presentation on some of the ease of use of creating a DAO. So you know, from my perspective, I thought there was a lot of you know, maybe first questions and processes to get through, but I think I may have been sold here on that the presentation by XDAO. But in any sense of governance, like you know, Jet Alliance mentioned this too, like it's about, there's a decentralized aspect to all this, and again, that's what makes crypto. That's what makes this fun. So if we move forward with a token system, then there will be using some sort of governance, but we already kind of have a decentralized model in the sense that our users were asking us, hey, where's the vault for Bitcoin, Ethereum on MusuSwap? And you know, we're here to listen. We're here to make a protocol for people to use. So yeah, decentralized governance is going to be a key part of that. And definitely, maybe I need to have a talk with XDAO.
That would be like super interesting. And the guys from XDAO are like doing thumbs up. So I don't see any other questions. So I think, Caro, we are like good to move to our next startup, right?